Good morning, welcome to the department of Cher in central France. This is in the region what's called Centre Val de Loire, and I've come here because of actually what's behind the camera. You'll see in a minute. Beautiful place. I've been coming here for around 10 years or so. It's an amazing area to visit, and as you're about to see, the vineyards are golden, they are stunning, they just look so nice. There is so much you can do here in this department. I've not got a lot of time today, only the day really, because for me it's about 2.5 hours from where I live. So I've got a couple of things planned out. Hopefully they'll work out, we'll see. What I have been frustrated with this morning though is there's been a massive amount of fog that has covered the area. So I've actually had to wait a couple of hours just for the fog to clear away, because otherwise you could see maybe 5 meters in front of you. Let's just turn the camera though so you can see why I'm here. There's the scene that's behind the camera, or what was behind the GoPro I should say, so you can see, look at those sweeping vineyards going down there. Amazing scene here that is just sat in the department of the Cher. Absolutely fantastic place to come to. As you can see though, there's all of this cloud that's burning off here. So this has been really thick. You could basically see about there. That's all you could see. I said about 5 meters, and it's lasted. It's about 9:30 at the moment, so it's burning off very slowly. I've got the camera actually pointed in this direction towards this bridge over here, but I actually want it in this direction. It's a lot nicer because you've got all the vineyards that are sweeping down there, that are going down into that valley there. So that's what I'm really after. I'm just having to wait just a little bit until a lot more of this cloud burns off. It's just called patience, people. That's what you've got to have. So that's what we're going to do. Just wait a little bit, maybe 20 minutes or so. I do actually have the time here in the morning to get what I need before going and doing other things in the afternoon. I've come to a favourite spot of mine here in the vineyards in the department of Cher. You've got this sweeping load of vineyards that goes up towards a village on top of a hill. It's beautiful. There is an absolute definite way to do images like this. So you really have to, for example, if you really want those nice leading lines of the vineyards going up towards that medieval village, you have to get up above the vines to get the really nice sweep, which I'm going to show you in a minute. It's beautiful at the moment. The thing I do find curious though every time I come here is that, for example, what I've got on the right hand side of the camera is that all of the leaves are still on the vines, but on the left hand side there's a patch where there's hardly any. Why? I've got no idea. I mean, we have had some storms in the last couple of weeks or so, but that doesn't account for why it is that the leaves are still there but they're not over there. Anyway, let's show you what the scene is behind the camera. You'll see why it's a favourite place of mine. All of the cloud has burned off, by the way, so it is looking a bit picture postcard, but you know, what can you do? At times you can only come out on certain days. This is one of those days that I can get out on, as I do have other things to do. So anyway, let's show you what's behind the camera. So you can see, hopefully, on the back of the camera why it is that I come here. Got these beautiful sweeping vineyards. So it goes down and then it goes up to the village, which is sat here. Now I've put on my 24mm tilt shift. I've put on the 1.4 extender just to go a little bit further into the image. Now you might be thinking, why on earth would you put a tilt shift on here? Well, I've got all the posts that are going down there. I don't want them caving in. I don't want converging verticals on the posts. Just want to keep everything nice. It really does make a difference. Believe me, it does make a difference. And as I said, I've been coming here anyway for about 10 years, so I know this place like the back of my hand. And the weird thing is, actually, when I come here, I think in all the years I've been coming here, I've seen less than 5 photographers, which is really odd. No idea why, but anyway, there you go. So this sweeping scene here, this is why you get above, so you can get the lines that are on the vines there. Get up, so the lines will then lead you into the image. That's what you want. You want it to be going in. I'm very careful with the corners to make sure that there are vines going into each of those corners there, so it will then lead you into the image there. And I said, yes, I know it's blue sky. What do you do if you can only come out on certain days? That's just how it goes, because as I said, at the end of the day, I do actually have other things that I'm doing in my job anyway during the week. But in any case, enjoy those beautiful, beautiful vineyards here with the autumn colour. I've come a lot further south in the department of Cher, and I'm looking at a beautiful old castle down there. I guess it's a pond. There's actually another one which maybe has a bit of a better view onto it, but I think it's on private property. But it's really nice because the water's very still in front of this castle. I'm not getting the whole castle. There is actually another shot, but I think it's, even with the 17mm tilt shift that I've got, it's probably too much in one shot. I might go around and have a look after attempting what it is I'm doing now. At the moment I've gone in at about 70mm, and it's kind of okay. There's a nice beautiful tree on the right hand side. It's really nice and golden. There's another one that's all red, and I'm kind of wondering whether I get my 100 to 400 and just crop in a little bit more. There's a river, well, not a river bank, but the edge of the pond is just down there, and could I get down there? Possibly. Could I get back up? Don't know. Now that's always the thing that you do. You just think, can I or can I not go down there? So I would say probably not a good idea, but yeah, beautiful shot. Kind of like that infrared filter I got on the way. I think that'd actually make it really nice. But in any case, I'll show you what I've got. There you go. There's the shot down there. You can see the castle, which is there, and you can see basically what I've done is I've got my shot framed like this. I just try and get my hands there. It's kind of something like that, how I've got my shot framed. It's not that easy getting into this. So you've got the edge down here. Could I get down there? Possibly, but it's probably a little bit too, maybe too steep to get back up again. I'm just not sure. And that's always, you have to think, you're on your own. Can't you get back up again? If you can't, who the heck's going to come and get you? There's nobody here. So, well, there's a guy cutting his grass, but that's about it. So I'm going to do a longer lens than I've got at the moment. I've got 70 on there. Yeah, it's not too bad, but let's see what it looks like with 100 to 400 cropped in a little bit closer. Unfortunately, the weather is starting to close in a bit here in the department of Cher, which is frustrating because there's a couple of things that I really wanted to be able to get to today, but it's just not really going to happen with the weather. What can you do? I mean, that's the weather, and it is autumn really. It's coming to the end of autumn, so weather is getting very changeable. Over there on the horizon, I can see there is maybe some gap in the cloud, but having been doing this job now for at least 10 years now, that I know what's going to happen is you can see a gap, but the wind will push it together and then it will close. And so sometimes you've just got to say, you know what, cut your losses. You got some good drone footage this morning. That's something I was doing in the vineyards. So I've got some good drone footage there. Maybe I'll put it in some kind of sequence in this vlog. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to see what I've got when I get back to the house. But Why am I here? Well, actually down there behind the camera, which you can't see, but I am going to just put my drone up so you know what's there. There's a beautiful abbey called Noirlac. I can't remember if it's UNESCO protected or not, but it's definitely probably a historic monument and probably protected heavily by the state. It's an amazing abbey. I was there a long time ago, actually probably when I first arrived in France 10 years ago this month. So what can you do? There's not much you can do, you know. You've just got to, as I said, cut your losses and just go, well, you know what, just maybe go home. So what I'm going to do is put the drone up, send it down there so you can see exactly what it is that the abbey is there. You can get a bit of an idea, but yeah, you can see the sky. It's not great, and honestly, really honestly, people, you don't want to be doing images when the light is as flat and as just lifeless as it is. Going in woodland, maybe, but you know, doing scenes like there are behind me, no. Over there, it's frustrating because it's just clear blue sky. The sun, though, as you can probably see behind the camera, is stuck behind a cloud. That's life. There you go. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed what little I've done in the department of Cher. Join me on the next one, wherever that may be. Not sure yet, although I've got an idea, a little bit of an idea, but it depends. It all depends on whether and whether my idea can come to fruition. Until the next one, stay safe wherever you are. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't, click down there and up there on the notification bell. On the notification bell, I should say, not the bill. See you next time, wherever you are, and thanks again. It's really appreciated. Stay safe, folks. Bye.